Hey squad, what is good? What is going on? It is your girl Tiggy, and I'm back with another video. So in this video, I am going to break things up. I was going to do one big video and kind of show you guys all the tweaks and things that I have, but I decided to kind of break it down because some of the tweaks do a couple things while others just kind of do one certain thing. So the first thing I'm going to show you about is tweaks that help you customize, like as you can see, my settings, my messages, my keyboard, as well as even Instagram. Okay, so the first app is Eclipse Dark Mode. Okay, so if you go down to the bottom, you can see that there's color options. Okay, when I go here, I don't worry about this top portion here, the color section. I don't do anything in there. I even leave the top part ticked off because I do not want any of that to affect. Because as you guys can see, we'll click on Navibar. It doesn't have any cute colors, to be honest with you. At least not me. I'm more like a pastel-y type of person. So yes, I just made up a word. Don't come for me. But I don't like the colors that are typically there. So I do go to custom colors and I go ahead and color everything. And if you look at the colors that I have here, this is what I have customizing my different cells. So where it says custom navigation color, I have that ticked on. So you'll see it's a light blue, and then I have custom theme color is like a pink. The tint color is a gray, a dark gray. My status bar is a pink color, and then at the bottom it's black. As you can see, my status bar isn't really colored. Well, you can't see because it has a screen recording thing, but it's not colored. So it didn't really work for me on that. Okay, I don't do anything else as far as keyboard or my SMS bubbles. I don't do anything in here for those things, and you will see why. But that's what I use to customize my settings. So as you can see, my settings are all customized here. Okay, the other thing, before people ask me, because I know they will, usually the settings you have to keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling to get to different sections. I actually have a tweak called Preference Organizer 2. You don't got to do anything. I just installed it, and when I installed it, this is what it did for me. So at the very bottom, it has my system apps, my tweaks, and my app store apps. There is a different tweak that'll put this bar at the top, but I feel like I'm fine with it being at the bottom. So I just have that tweak. So we'll go to Cydia and we'll go to installed, and we're going to go to Eclipse so you guys can see where I got it from. So this is where I got it from. I like to try these out and see how they do. I always suggest supporting the original creator of apps, but the truth is, you guys know I like to show you things that you can ball on a budget type of deal. Like you do not have to spend a whole bunch of money. I do support the original creators, but I got this one on here so that you guys could see that you can still have this option if you don't want to be dishing out money. Whenever you have a jailbreak, the truth is you can easily dish out a ton of money because there's just so many wonderful things that these developers create. But this is one of them. I got it from the Kiiimo. So if I go to the sources, it is my very top repo here, which I will have that link down for you guys below. Okay, so you can click on that and you'll just add the source in. I showed you in the previous video how to add sources in if you don't know, but you can just add the source in. Another tidbit is, let's say you're watching a video and it's not my video and they don't have in the description bar the repo, but they tell you where they got it from. They tell you what repo. You guys can always go on to Google and type in the Kiimo repo, so the Kiiimo repo. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, that's how I say it. But you can type in Kiiimo repo and literally it will give you the website. When you click on it, you can just add the Cydia. So anytime you're watching a video and they say what repo but don't give you the actual URL so you can personally add it, that is what you do. Okay. So I got that one from there, and then the Eclipse one. Oop, I'm sorry. I'm nuts. The preference organizer one is from here, okay? Which I will have this repo listed down below as well, okay? So you guys don't have to worry about that. Also, let's say someone shows you a tweak and you're like, I wonder what repo they got that from. You guys can easily type in preference organizer 2 tweak. What repo is preference organizer 2? tweak at, and you can go on Google and it'll give you the repo, and it usually gives you the website, so you can click on it, and they usually have a add to Cydia button. Click on it and you can go ahead and add it in your sources very easily. But that's where I got those two things from. So that's what they do. But what's really nice about Eclipse, y'all, is when you look at my Instagram, it is themed as well. So Eclipse can theme your Instagram. It can also theme your setting, well, your call area. It can theme that as well, y'all. So it does do multiple things. And the way you would do that is you go into settings. Once you download this tweak, you go into Eclipse, okay? And as you can see, as soon as you go in here, underneath enable Eclipse, you'll see that this is applications. And you can go and literally turn it on. So I will also show you that it themed my app store. So with me, of course, all my app store and things like that, they do change depending on whatever theme I'm using. The current theme I'm using is by Gabelle. I will have her webpage linked down below. The theme is called Cutie Pie. And then the wallpapers do not come with this specific theme. I'm actually using the Cutie Pie wallpapers from Evie, which I will have her website linked down below too for you guys. So if you're wondering where I got that stuff from, that is where. And if you're wondering, if you're new to my channel and you're wondering how I got all this to set up, I do have a previous video theming with snowboards, so you guys can know how I got my badges, my icons, and my folders to all work, because my folders are working as well. Okay, so now that we have the settings and your Instagram and everything else themed, because you can go in here and turn on different things. Okay, now that you have that themed, the other thing I'm using is Better Settings. So with Better Settings, you can color different parts, okay? But what I use Better Settings for the most is, as you can see, I have a background wallpaper. So the third cell down says set background image. I click that on and I choose the image I want. And that's it, y'all. That's the only thing that I really do. You can change everything else down here, which sometimes I will do as well, because most of these things do work together. And after you do that, make sure at the top right hand corner you hit apply. Your phone should respring and then you'll be fine. The other thing that I have is Lattice, which is dun, 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 my keyboard. So that is what is theming my keyboard. I'm hoping that soon they will have maybe like image board updated and things like that, so that we can add keyboard skins. To add keyboard skins is really easy with that tweak, but they don't have it updated yet. When they do update it, I will definitely make a video for you guys and show you where I get my keyboard skins. But like with this theme and many other iPhone themes, the creators do actually include keyboard skins, which is really cool. But because they don't have image board working, y'all, we cannot use that yet. But as soon as they do, I would definitely get that updated so you guys can see how to have cute things, because I basically use two tweaks combined to get my keyboard to look the way I want to when I have skins. But for the time being, we do have Lattice, so I do use that, okay? Also, before anyone asks, this font is by, let's go to my beta font, because I forget what it's called. I think this is still Double Trouble, but I'm not sure. Yes, this is called Double Trouble font. It is by Sabrina, which, let's go to her Instagram page so I'll show you guys who that is. Pink Star Fonts. She does create a lot of very pretty fonts right now. She has a deal going, guys. So if y'all can definitely check her out. She makes very pretty fonts. The other video I showed you guys how to get fonts, and I was saying how some of them will not be really cute. Like, this is what I meant. When you go check out her fonts, she does have really cute fonts with hearts and things. If you're ever, her fonts are, I believe, $2.99 usually. If you ever want to get fonts, I do create fonts as well. If you follow me on Instagram, you can click on my fonts highlight and you can scroll through and you'll be able to see my fonts. All my fonts are $2 no matter what. They're just $2. So you definitely could check out Sabrina, or you could check out me and grab some fonts for yourself. But other than that, the other thing that I use, because people were asking, pencil charging indicator. Let me grab my charger. So all you do is just turn it on. And depending on what name you have for your phone, so let's say you want to change it, general about, you would change it. For you guys who don't know, my real name is Tiffany, but people like to call me Tiff and I won't answer. I block people for it because I make it very well known that I do not like to be called that. Ooh, my stuff is. I was testing out another app, which I will be showing you guys soon, to see what games it works with. But that will be for another video while I'm compiling my list. So as I'm doing that, I'm giving you guys this video. But the pencil charging indicator is basically this. You're going to see it now. Boom. So this is something that's on the new style iPads. The new iPads that came out, they have this indicator here, which is really nice because it doesn't just do it for charging. If my phone is dying, if the battery's low or something like that, it does show me that little indicator as well at the top of my screen. So again, this is what it looks like. And I really like it because it's not intrusive. So that is something that I really do enjoy. I feel like the normal one is very intrusive and like all in your face, and I don't like that. So I use that one instead. And we also have a volume HUD. So now my volume HUD looks like this. I'm not done customizing it, but that's okay because now I can show you guys. So the tweak that I use for that is Melior. I don't know how they pronounce it. Sometimes they come out with names, y'all, and I can't do it. But this is the tweak right here. So basically, when you go down, you'll see these are all the custom colors. So now you can just click on it, and I'm just gonna adjust them to be more on the pastel-y side, a little lighter. And for this one, let's bring it to a green color and bring it down. So you can hit respring. For me though, as you can see, my slider just does it on its own. So now that matches better. So that is what I like to use. And then if you unmute, it'll go away. If you mute, it'll pop up for you, let you know you muted it. And then unmute, it'll go back to regular volume. So I do like those things. That is what I use to basically do some customization as far as my settings, my keyboard, my Instagram, even my YouTube, guys. Look at that. It's themed. So I do love to use Eclipse 12 latest for your keyboard. You have preference organizer to basically have your settings nice and organized for you. And then we also have the tweak Melior to help with the volume HUD, okay? The other thing that I like to use is HuePasscode. Now I can't show you guys that one because if I lock my phone, it's going to stop recording. But basically, it's so that my passcode on my passcode screen, you know, if you're using your fingerprints not working and it switches over to have you put your passcode in, mine is actually themed. It is a pastel pink color, which I will try to insert some screenshots maybe at the end of the video because that'll be probably easier for me so you guys can see what I'm exactly talking about. I do use that as well. So my passcode is also themed as well. But those are the things that I use as of right now to kind of theme everything and just have everything matchy matchy. I love that's probably like one of my most favorite things when it comes to jailbreaking an iPhone. I feel like I can do so much more than with my Android. When my iPhone is jailbroken, fresh out the box, if y'all don't want to go through all this jailbreaking and stuff, I would suggest getting an Android. That's why I have videos for both. I do still have my Note 9 and I have my iPhone 8, but I love my iPhone 8. I love the messaging and the iMessages. I have a lot of friends who have iPhones, so I love playing games and things like that with them. So the fact that now I'm able to customize as well as have my everything just be real cute and customized, I love that. So as you guys can see, I had a banner pop up. So the other thing that I use is ColorBanners2. And that's what allows you to customize your banners. So if I hit test banner, you guys can see it is a pink to a white color, but it's a little translucent. So you can see the blue of the top part of here. So as you can see, these colors are changed here. So I do use that as well, color banners. And then the greatest thing is bubbles. So bubbles is basically so you can customize your messages. I love it. I love it. I love it. So what I do is, first things first, at the very top, you'll see that it says dark. I have mine checked on light, and then it says black. I keep mine on light I don't know why. That's just kind of tends to what I like to choose. I feel like sometimes when you choose dark or black mold, I'm nuts, y'all. Dark or black mode, that sometimes your colors are not going to come out pastel like. They'll come out a little darker. That's just my own opinion. But we all know I'm crazy half the time. So I just pick light. And what I do is, so let's say you decide to pick dark. If you pick dark, you're going to go down here and where it says light configuration, dark configuration, black configuration. Whichever one you tap on is the one you're going to tap on that section too. So mine is checked onto light. So I hit light configuration, and that's where I theme everything. Even my messages background is themed. So I did text myself. Ooh. So this is what my text messages look like. I do have them completely themed. Absolutely adorable. Absolutely love it. And it has a background as well. So hopefully things will get updated soon so that we can go back to changing the bubble shape. Oh yes, you can change the bubble shape. I've made my own bubbles before. I won't show y'all how to do that because you do have to have a lot of patience and you have to use Photoshop and things like that. Photoshop can be pretty expensive. So I know usually most people do not have Photoshop. So that's why I don't teach certain things, because certain programs I have, they do cost a lot of money. So I'm sorry about that, my loves, but at least I could show you where you can go snag some bubbles, because there is someone who created bubbles for free years ago. They might need to be renamed, I believe. Not sure. I don't know, because it's not working yet. But when that gets to the point where we can change bubbles, I will definitely give a video to you guys to show you how I changed the shape of my bubbles. So some of my bubbles have like little hearts instead of the little tail thing and stuff like that. Really, really cute. So in the meantime, though, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that me just kind of breaking down what I used for what was helpful. I will definitely have a list down below. It may not be in order, so don't be triggered, but I will have everything listed down below so you guys at least know. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put what repo I got them from, and leave it up to you guys to go into Google and search for those repos like I told you to do. Drop a comment for me and let me know if it was easy for you to find those repos or if they weren't, and we'll kind of move from there and we'll go. But I'll definitely leave a list down below of all the tweaks so far that we've gone over. I will have another video going over some more tweaks that are just kind of like helpful tweaks that I feel like everyone kind of needs in their life. But in the meantime, I hope you guys have a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening, and a good night, no matter where you are in the world. And until next time.